Hi, I'm Doug Fields, and I want to thank you for listening to this audio training from Youth Leader Training on the Go. In the next few minutes, I want to talk about two specific ways we can care for students. Let me give you an example of a failure to shepherd a student from an email I received. It said, "Hey Doug, it's Jonathan. Just wanted to let you know that I won't be attending church anymore. Things went on there that really hurt me. I stopped attending for a while, hoping someone would have the heart to notice that I wasn't there. But the people who said they were my friends never called me, not one of them, not even my small group leader. It took 4 months for someone to call me and say that they hadn't seen me there. To tell you the truth, after 4 months, I'd rather not be called at all. It just hurts that for years the people there said they were my friends and that the church was a family, but their actions communicated that they could care less that I was gone." That letter broke my heart. Regardless of the size of your church, there should be a care structure where this type of action doesn't happen. This boy's small group leader had the function of a shepherd, but he lost focus of one of his sheep and he went astray. Here are two actions that might help us become stronger shepherds. Number one, shepherds know their sheep by name. You might be saying to yourself, "I was afraid you're going to say that. I'm lousy at names." Well, so am I. And so are the majority of youth workers I know. It's an easy excuse to fall back on saying I'm just not good with names. I recently had a student say to me, "Thanks for knowing my name. It means a lot to me." I know it means a lot to teenagers because their name is their greatest possession. This felt good when he said thanks because more often students say to me, "Hey Doug, what's my name? I bet you don't remember." I can't tell you how many times I felt shame and guilt and inadequacy because of that. So let me give you some practical suggestions for memorizing names. Number one, take photos of students and review them as flashcards. Number two, repeat their name 3 or 4 times in your first conversation with that student. For example, you might say, "It's great to meet you, Tina. So, Tina, where do you go to school?" "Hey, Tina, how many times, Tina, do you think, Tina, that I can say your name, Tina, in a sentence, Tina?" Number 3, ask for identifying information that can help solidify a name. For example, "Hey, let me see your driver's license," or student ID, passport, bail bond, tattoo, whatever. Number 4, associate his or her name with someone else you know of that name. Like Dave, he's tall, thin, goofy hair, David Letterman look-alike, that type of thing. Number 5, study their face while you're being introduced. You don't want to get too close because that could become awkward. Number 6, transfer the name to a concrete image. For example, they have a mole on their neck and their name is Mike. Mike, mole, Mike, mole. Okay, this will work until the mole is removed. Number 7, ask the students to test you on their name. Number 8, write their name down on your hand, a card, scrap paper, anything. The act of writing will help you retain it. Number 9, ask God to help you remember and care. We remember what's important to us. And finally, number 10, forget all of these ideas and just go ahead and use a name tag. Okay, the first quality of a good, caring shepherd is that we learn to know our sheep, starting with their names and then moving to their greatest dreams and passions and questions. But we don't stop there. A good shepherd also pursues a second action. And that second action is shepherds know how to move their sheep. Listen to this job description for a shepherd. A shepherd moves sheep to greener pasture. They drive them to places where there's more food. The sheep move slowly, feeding as they go, gradually working their way to more fruitful places. Sometimes the shepherd uses words to move the sheep, and other times the shepherd bashes the sheep with his staff. Okay, the parallel is obvious. Sometimes students move with a warm, verbal challenge, and other times they need something more drastic. I'm not sure bashing is the word I would use, although it's funny. We don't use violence to move kids, but there are times when students require a stronger challenge. Just as the shepherd moves sheep at the sheep's pace, we need to lead students to places of growth at their pace. The reality is that students aren't going to grow at the pace we want them to. But our goal remains to help them move to higher places with Jesus, to encourage them along with the next step toward Jesus. It's important to remember the ultimate goal for moving sheep is the direction, not the pace of the movement. This is not always easy. Sometimes we pull them, other times we push them, but the point is that we're giving them some ideas and motivation and belief to take the next step in their faith journey. A shepherd helps students uncover who God has created them to be. Shepherding is a process where we believe in them and help them be more fruitful with their lives. Again, I don't want to pretend that caring for students is easy, but it is necessary for a healthy youth ministry. Thanks again for taking the time to listen and learn. And thank you for loving God and pointing students toward a life-changing relationship with Jesus. Thanks for doing what you do.